Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. So, this was a pretty good episode. This was one of those episodes where, when it ends, you can't wait to watch the next episode. This is how you do a soap opera. This is literally how you do a soap opera. Now, in the beginning, wasn't really that much to talk about. I don't understand why Chloe is still following Brady on IG. Let's be honest, that's literally what she's sitting there following on. I don't understand why she's sitting there following him on IG. To get to Miami, they're super hot. And stuff is like, oh, well, let's just sit there and get out these clothes. And of course, Chloe got to sit there and think of the worst, like she's being some sort of prude or something. And I'm like, well, first of all, y'all haven't been knocking boots since y'all actually got together. Second of all, why don't you let him finish his sentence before you start jumping to the wrong conclusions? Like, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like Chloe. And it's one of those things where it's like I look back and I'm just like, wow, bro, the hell was I thinking? When I first saw Chloe, I was like, man, this chick is bad. She can sing and everything like that. And then I saw how she interacted with Philip, and it pretty much kind of changed my perspective at that point. Now, don't get me wrong, I was doing a live, and people were basically saying that in the beginning, when she was quote unquote cool girl, Philip treated her like trash. Okay, this was literally one of those she's all that moments where she got, she turned into the what do you call one of those things? The pretty ugly girl. Like she got all pretty and stuff like that. She started looking hot, and then he started treating her with respect. So I get all that, but it was just something about the way that she treated him that I just didn't like, and it just made me just not like her as a character. Um, Rafe is with Shen, and Shen's in the shower, and his phone starts ringing, and Rafe is like, "Yo, listen, your phone is ringing," and Shen's like, "Well, can you pick it up because the hot water just kicked in?" Bro, you're keeping secrets. You are literally having these damn near night terrors. Okay? You're constantly sitting there checking up on Johnny and Wendy to make sure that they keep their mouth shut. But you're gonna let Rafe, the commissioner, a cop, pick up the phone. Are you just that dense? I don't see. This is the thing about soap operas. It's like they gotta dumb down characters for plot purposes. So, of course, when he answered the phone, it was Rolf, and Rolf had some news to sit there and tell Shen. And when Shen actually got the phone, he was like, "Oh, don't call me this, that, and the third." He made up some BS because Rafe was like, "Why is Rolf calling you for? Why is he calling you for?" Oh, he wanted me to fund some sort of project, and I said no, and I shut him down. Long story short, what he needed to tell Shen was that apparently his wonder drug um has a possibility of wearing off during certain triggers. Yeah. Yeah, funny how we come to this point where the wonder drugs works all the way up into the wedding point, and now, well, got some bad news to tell you. There's a possibility that it can wear off. Oh, it can wear off. Now it can wear off. Okay. Now it can wear off. Okay, that's good. It may wear off for Stefan, um, before they finish doing adult stuff. Gabby was sitting there having these wedding jitters, and then Wendy was sitting there feeling kind of guilty. And I'm gonna be honest, even when it got to the wedding, and Wendy was gonna sit there and say something, I was like, Wendy, can you just please do me a favor? Either tell the truth or shut up. Okay? I am so sick of this. Oh, I got a super conscious now. I got a super conscious now. Just pick a lane. So when she was like, "Oh, I just want to sit there and say I'm happy that you're my sister," and Jim was like, "I could have waited until after the wedding. I 100% was on the side, even though Gabby was like, "Oh, this is our wedding day." I was like, "Wendy, just stop talking, okay? Because either you're gonna sit there and woman up and tell the truth, or not, and keep your mouth shut." Johnny is starting to get my nerves. Okay, Johnny is starting to get on my nerves. Johnny is doing the same thing that Spencer is doing to his dad, mouthing off and judging him, and you haven't lived as long as him. That is something that had just been pissing me off about both shows and about both characters. Now, granted, Johnny is 1,000 times better than Spencer is on General Hospital. He just is. But the constant judging, oh, well, what you're doing, Stefan is wrong, this, that, and the third. I was like, bro, what are you, like, 21? When you get to your dad's age, then you can sit there and start judging people. Once you made all the lifelong mistakes that your dad has made. That's the thing that just always irritates me about these soap operas is when these young kids start mouthing off with their parents. Not even Josh was sitting there doing that with Carly, and it was just like, ooh, shut up, just stop talking. You know, when you lived as long as her, then you can sit there and start talking. Until then, keep your damn mouth shut. Okay, you don't have the life experience that they had. So why do you feel you actually have to bridge it? Okay, that's not a word, but why do you feel like you have anything to say of any merit to them and you haven't lived life that they lived? You haven't lived as long. And that's what just irritates me. Um Nicole's there. It's all super awkward. Jada, oof, I can't believe I actually got to sit there and give this woman a compliment. But here it is. She looked good. That one looked stunning. I was like, I am so angry with you. I am so disappointed with you. But well, she looked good. Okay, she looked good. Like good. Like she damn sure surpassed Nicole in looks. Don't get me wrong, Nicole, as much as she annoys me, she looks good. But Jada, that girl got it going on. So, I can be nice. Okay, I'm not always a dick. There I said it, I'm not always a dick. I can be nice at times, but yeah, so she looked good, and Rafe was sitting there taking her out. I don't know how this whole. Here's the thing: they're gonna put those two together. It's gonna be weird. It's going to look weird, and it's going to be an issue as far as a power dynamic. Now, I guess we could sit there and say maybe the same thing in General Hospital because Finn is a doctor and she's a nurse, and the doctor overrides the nurse and stuff like that. So I guess if you really want to sit there and go back and forth, it's an issue. But I mean, it's even more of an issue because even Rafe was like, "Yo, listen, HR kind of frowns upon stuff like that," and of course, Gabby was like, "So what? Who cares?" I'm like, "Gabby, stop. Just stop. Don't, hey, please don't get this man fired, okay? Because you don't even have a job. Like you literally are going to be this man's wife, and you're going to be pretty much leeching off of him." Which, by the way, towards the end, Gabby started remembering everything. She started remembering everything. Um, about Kristen's part, everything. Roth. I don't know if she knows that EJ actually had a part in it. That's the issue. Because now, while she's spilling the tea, and, even Brady's like, "Yeah, I wouldn't put it past you, Kristen." Which, by the way, he's doing things that's very uncharacteristic of him. He wants to sit there and take her out. Um, he wanted to take her out to this wedding. And Kristen was like, "What, you asked me to the wedding?" And then when you get there, they get into this argument. And she's like, "You know what, listen, I'm leaving. I'm just going to be with somebody who appreciates me. I'm just going to be, with our daughter." Brady's like, "No, no, 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 no. Listen, I'm sorry." Really? Kristen, you still haven't caught on that he's just acting off? This is why when John was trying to, get her to open up and loosen up and everything like that, I was like, dude, you can't be falling for this, right? Once again, when the plot demands it, the characters gotta sit there and dumb down their IQ a little bit. This is literally what's happening in the show. I mean, granted, it happens in every show, which I hate, but, the plot, right? Plot, 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 plot. Everything else is secondary. Let's double check something. And I know, here's the thing, I know I haven't actually been doing a lot of these reviews lately. It's just, again, getting home from work, time just escaping me. And usually I like to try to watch all four. I like to at least try to watch all four. Because when I go live, I want to sit there and have some stuff to talk about. So, that's why I've mostly just been doing General Hospital and then just doing, trying to just at least watch the show to keep up with the storyline. So, but all in all, I was just going to say this was a good episode. Beginning was, well, like the beginning of every other show. I think that the real sweet spot that actually hit was towards the end when Gabby started remembering everything. So I feel like, at the very least, it's definitely worth watching. It was definitely better than General Hospital yesterday, and I had this real sad, sinking feeling it's going to be better than today's episode of General Hospital because, as they say on the streets, the show has been lacking a lot. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.